Welcome back to our channel where we make real estate simple for you. Today, I want to talk about the costs when you are a buyer trying to purchase a home. Notably, I'm gonna go through 3 different things that you need to be prepared for when you're buying, when those costs come up, and what to expect. The first and typically largest amount of money that you're gonna need is a down payment. Now this could be 3.5% FHA, 3%, 5%, 10%, 20% conventional, 0% if you're a veteran purchasing with a VA loan. One thing to note is that when you go under contract to purchase a home here in Minnesota, you're gonna need to put down what's called earnest money. Typically, we tell buyers it's about 1% of the purchase price. So if you're 5% down, a lot of times your first 1% will actually happen right after the contract is accepted. The second cost that you're gonna need to know about is related to inspections. When you get under contract to purchase a home, we always encourage our buyers to have a general inspection along with some other inspections as well. Our general inspection costs anywhere from $300 to $700 depending on which home inspector you're working with. Radon inspections are an add-on, which usually run around $150 to $200. We also often encourage buyers to have sewer inspections. That's where they put the camera down the sewer line to make sure there's no cracks or shifts. Other options you would have are structural inspection. Maybe you found something in the general inspection you want looked at further. There are lots of different types of things you can do after that general inspection that may cost you money, but we often tell folks to budget somewhere in that $600 to $1,000 range for the inspection period, and that is a cost that you incur at the time that you have those inspections done. The third cost you're gonna wanna know about is closing costs and prepaid expenses. On a conventional loan, most buyers here on a median priced home are gonna have around 3% in closing costs and prepaid expenses. The one thing to know is I usually say about 2% goes towards those closing costs. So that'll be appraisal fees, origination fees, title fees, mortgage registration, things like that. The other 1% actually goes towards your escrow account because your mortgage company is gonna be making your property tax and insurance payments on your behalf, and they're gonna need to fund that account up front to make sure they have enough to pay those bills at the right time. So the 2% is more of a transactional cost. The other 1% is really your money. It's just going to the mortgage company so they can start that escrow account. Sometimes you can ask the seller to pay for those closing costs. Just know in a negotiation, they're just gonna count it off of the net price. So if you offer $100,000 with 3% in seller paid closing costs, to the seller, they're gonna call that a net $97,000 offer. So those are the costs you need to know. Once you get to the closing table is when you're gonna owe the bulk of that money, whether it be closing costs, down payment, less your earnest money that you've already paid. But important things for you to expect as you're going into buying a home, when you're gonna owe money, how much it's gonna be. As always, you're gonna wanna speak with a super highly qualified lender. Your agent may have some great referrals for you, but that's the first place to go to really better understand your options and your costs. Thanks for tuning in. My name's AJ Pedersen, team leader of the Advisory Realty Group at eXp Realty. On this page, you're gonna learn everything you need to know about buying a home in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. What it's like to eat, sleep, play, live, and learn in the Twin Cities. If you like the video, throw us a thumbs up, tap the bell so you get notified when we post future videos, subscribe to the channel, comment, ask us questions. We'd love to hear from you.